I, Subramaniam Jaishankar,
8 veterans of the Indian Navy who were sentenced to death in Qatar were released by the Qatari court.
Since assuming office as India's External Affairs Minister in 2019, S. Jaishankar played a pivotal role in shaping and transforming India's foreign policy. From Instagram Reels to global headlines, Jaishankar became a viral face of BJP in Modi 2.0. His tenure was marked by a nuanced blend of pragmatism, realpolitik, and a redefinition of India's national interest on the global stage. But what makes S. Jaishankar so special? How did he manage India's diplomacy? What crucial steps did he take in Modi 2.0? What was his role in elevating India's diplomatic standing? What will his role be in Modi 3.0? Almost 2 years ago, former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan played a video at his rally, praising India for pursuing an independent foreign policy. He lauded Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar for his fierce statement against the Western countries.
ये फॉरेन मिनिस्टर को उन्होंने कहा कि रूस से तेल ना खरीदो. उसने आगे से कहा तुम कौन होते हो मैं कहने वाले. यूरोप खरीद रहा है तेल उनसे. हमारे लोगों की जरूरत है, हम खरीदेंगे. ये होता है आजाद मुल्क.
I mean, I don't want to sound argumentative, but then tell me if buying Russian gas is not funding the war? I mean, why is it's only Indian money and oil coming to India which funds, but it's not gas coming to Europe which funds? I mean, look, somewhere, I mean, let's be a little even-handed out here. And even this, look, the whole narrative that it's gone up 9 times. I mean, it's gone up 9 times from a very low base. And it was a very low base because at that time the markets were more open. Why if countries in Europe and the West and the United States are so concerned, why don't they allow Iranian oil to come into the market? Why don't they allow Venezuelan oil to come into the market?
This is how Jaishankar emerged in recent times. No doubt, his diplomacy took India to new heights over the last 5 years. It all started when Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022, making Jaishankar the talk of the town with his outspoken anti-West statements. This was after the United States and European Union issued warning to the countries worldwide about trading with Moscow. Fuel prices soared in major parts of Asia, Europe, and South Africa. But India continued to buy cheaper oil from Russia amid sanctions. This made the Modi government a target of the Western media. The European Union repeatedly threatened India over its continued trade with Russia, but failed to impose any sanction on the subcontinental country. The Western media tried its best to criticize India on the international stage, but Modi had S. Jaishankar to handle everything. He made multiple comments and presented facts countering the West's claims. He also pointed out that most European countries were buying much larger quantities of fuel from Russia than India was. It was not only about fuel dispute. Jaishankar remained outspoken against rising anti-India activities in Canada and never missed a chance to show Pakistan the reality of its terror hub.
That we have repeatedly told Canada that you, for some reason, seem to be very open about providing, haven to organized crime from our country. And we believe they're doing it for vote bank reasons. So, are they a problem? Of course they are a problem. But we are trying to convince the Canadians they're a problem for Canadians too. That if you have organized crime, we have, I don't remember the exact number, but I think 25 or 26 significant extradition requests of Canada. Many of them relate to organized crime.
One of Jaishankar's notable contribution has been the recalibration of India's trade policy of non-alignment. In Jaishankar's dictionary, this approach allows India to engage with multiple powers without being tethered to any single bloc, thereby maximizing its strategic leverage. For example, India has strengthened ties with the United States, Japan, and Australia through QUAD, while simultaneously India maintained a robust relations with Russia and engaged with China through diplomatic channels. Last year, India hosted the G20 summit in New Delhi. Leaders from around the world marked their presence on the Indian soil for the mega meet. Russia was also part of the G20 nations. Despite protests from the West, India continued to include Moscow in almost every discussion at the summit. The world is witnessing two wars at this moment, one in Europe and other in the Middle East. Much like Russia-Ukraine conflict, India took a neutral stand in Israel-Gaza war. In an interview, Jaishankar backed Israel's counter-operation in Gaza, but also condemned Netanyahu's action against the innocent civilians. He further advocated for a two-state solution.
If somebody has been a victim of terrorism, do they have a right to respond? Do they not have a right to respond? Now, having said that, there are 2-3 issues. This has nothing to do with vote bank. Anybody undertaking any action has to be careful about civilian casualties. I would say this even to our own forces if we are ever in that situation, which I know hopefully we will not.
Jaishankar was instrumental in advancing India's Act East policy, which aims to strengthen economic and strategic relations with Southeast Asian countries. His efforts have revitalized partnerships with Asian nations, enhancing India's role in regional security and frameworks. Reports say that it was Jaishankar who convinced Modi to invite Bangladesh PM Sheikh Hasina to the G20 summit. Jaishankar's role while handling the Sri Lankan crisis is also seen as a massive diplomatic win for India in the South Asian region. Jaishankar effectively leveraged India's soft power, emphasizing cultural diplomacy and international cooperation in education, technology, and innovation. Innovatives like International Yoga Day and promotion of India's global and promotion of Indian culture globally have enhanced India's soft power appeal. He additionally focused on strengthening India's diaspora connection with their homeland, recognizing their role as ambassadors of India's national interest abroad. Reports say Jaishankar even pushed for reforms within Ministry of External Affairs, advocating for more agile and responsive diplomatic corps. His efforts to modernize diplomatic practices, including the use of digital diplomacy and enhancing efficiency of consular services, have been noteworthy. These reforms aim to make Indian diplomacy more effective in addressing contemporary global challenges.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.